Well, India bid a tearful farewell to the former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh on Saturday. The last rites were performed with full state honours at the Nigambot Ghat in Delhi. India's President Draupadi Murmu, Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Union ministers and Congress leaders paid their respects to the late former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh at Nigambot Ghat. The King of Bhutan, Jigme Khesar Namgyel Wangchuk, also paid his respects to Dr. Manmohan Singh. Last rites of Dr. Manmohan Singh were performed by his family members on Saturday at the Nigambot Ghat in New Delhi. Earlier, the mortal remains of late Dr. Singh were kept at the All India Congress Committee headquarters on Saturday morning for the party workers to pay their final respects. Dr. Singh served as India's Prime Minister from 2004 to 2014. He passed away on the 26th of December at the age of 92. And Anil Thomas now joins us with more on this story. Anil, so a fitting tribute to a tall leader as the nation has bid farewell to a Prime Minister, and not only that, a former Finance Minister and, an economic visionary.
Well, exactly, Mark. The mood was somber, especially there at the Nigambot Ghat and also at the AIC headquarters. But then, the tributes that came in from world leaders, from national leaders, leaders cutting across political party lines, political beliefs, and the common man, clearly reflective of the man and the vision that he held for India. Even when he was a member of the Rajya Sabha during, till April this year, whenever he stood up to speak, the government was ready to listen. I think that speaks volumes about, how, especially when it comes to economic policies, his vision, his ideas had a large imprint for the benefit of India and also for the world. And I think this particular tribute from world over, world leaders speaking, highly about Dr. Manmohan Singh, especially the economic vision that he had for the world, is once again, I would say, once again a belief that, he had answers to many problems that the world was facing. He had shown it in 2008, especially during the global recession period when the world was in the fear of going into recession. And I think even today, his advice and his inputs have helped the nation and also helped many in their path to revival.
Indeed. When we look back, Anil, where he at his last press conference had said that he would be remembered for the civil nuclear deal. But there's a lot more that the world is remembering him for at this current time, isn't it? Because his career was a long one. Well, yeah, go ahead.
Well, you're perfectly right there. It was just not many look at him as somebody who liberalized India, but then he also globalized India, and that's not all. Even privatization was something that which was initiated during his times, or rather, which blossomed during his time, during his tenure as the Prime Minister. So all in all, if one takes a look at how things have moved, I think, tributes for all the three things that I mentioned. Geopolitics, especially our relations with the neighbors, all the neighbors that surround India. And the Quad, even the initiation of Quad, the BRICS, the BRICS summit that used to exist then, his role, his inputs there have all been valuable. And I think the world leaders, when they speak about, or he making a mention about, history being kind to him,
True.
Than contemporary media. I think today when he, his journey on the earth is over, I think history has been kind to him, especially with the tributes that have flown from every nook and corner of the world for this former Prime Minister of
And
India.
we need to look also within the country itself because he was not a true politician in that sense. Respect for him has come in from across the political spectrum. And that's something also that showed that, he was well received in all political dispensations.
Well, very much true. The Prime Minister making a visit to his home to pay his tributes, and then today being present there during his final journey. The full strength the cabinet ministers being present there, the president coming, and also the Congress leaders in the Congress ranks that came from far and wide, to pay their respects. The large beeline of common man standing there to pay their respects, and waiting to catch a glimpse of the man, Dr. Manmohan Singh, clearly was indicative of one particular thing, that he struck a chord with every human being that has come in some or the other association or some or the other way associated with him. And I think that's something that, these are some wonderful memories that the family would live with, because at the end of the day, the family is only left with memories, and leaders are, all the memories that the party has about him. And I think it's a grand way to go, if one may look at it. He's lived a good life until 92.
Yes.
And he served in every possible way, not only for India but also for the world.
Absolutely.
So I think it's an innings well played, and it's an innings where even though there were tough situations, even though there were many stumbling blocks when it comes to the number of scams that he faced, he came out with a clean image, and that speaks. I think that simplifies how Dr. Manmohan Singh looked at life. He kept it simple, he kept it decent, and humility was shown in every walk of life that he did. And I think the Prime Minister's presence there clearly reflects on one particular mood, the humble background that they both belong to, no political families that they came from, and the humility that they both showed, clearly is a lesson for us to learn on the mutual respect that they both had for each other.
We'll leave it there. Thank you very much, Arnold Thomas, for joining us with those inputs. Now, a 21-gun salute was given to the former Prime Minister at the Nigambot Ghat. And a special prayer ceremony was held in Bhutan for Dr. Manmohan Singh, the former Prime Minister of India, who passed away on the 26th of December. As a mark of respect for Dr. Singh and in solidarity with the people of India, all national flags across the country and Bhutan's embassies, missions and consulates abroad were all being flown at half-mast.